Hey guys, it's Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my second holiday look. I wanted to do something a little bit more classic but dramatic. So I went with a classic red lip and a more dramatic winged eye with a lot of dark shadow near the lash line and some double stacked MINK lashes. There's a code for the lashes I used in this video. They are my $5 MINK lashes I made a video about recently. I also have that discount code. I will put it on the screen right here so you can get a discount. These are double stacked and they still look beautiful. I love stacking MINK lashes because they are thinner, so they look a lot nicer when you stack them than some other lashes which are a little bit thicker. These are very easy to stack because they are thin and wispy, and they just give you a little bit more dramatic but still very pretty and delicate looking lash. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did. Leave some comments. Also, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything else. But other than that, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.
So a big focus for this look is going to be skin. So before anything, I put on argan oil and my Benefit Total Moisture. And then I am going to apply Professional with a pump of L'Oreal's Lumi Primer all over my face. And then I'm going to add Benefit's Radiance Mist. I love this for moisturizing. Now I'm going in with the IT Cosmetics CC Cream with my damp beauty blender. And I absolutely love this during winter months. It is so hydrating and it gives the skin a very natural dewy look. And I just absolutely love the way my skin feels and looks. So I'm going to apply this all over and add a second layer on the middle of my face just for a little extra coverage. Now, I already set and primed my eyes using the Pro Longwear Concealer and then just some Benefit Pressed Powder. And then I'm going to go in with gesso under the brow bone. And then I'm going to get out some Scotch tape, stick it on my hand to remove any excess stickiness. And then I'm going to use this to create a perfect wing for my shadow on both eyes. With the Lorac Mega Pro 2 palette, I'm just going to start with Custard on the inner portion of my lid, and then I'm going to start with Tawny, and I'm really just going to go in with a fluffy brush and start blending this out in that winged motion. You want to make sure you are doing this very softly and blending and blending and blending it upward because we want to see a nice gradient of colors getting darker as we go down to the lash line. So blending is going to be a priority with these shadows today. Next, I'm going to go in with Sable, and you'll see I'm doing this a little bit lower to the lash line. This is a nice, rich, medium brown color, so I'm using that towards the lash line to give it more depth. And then after this, I decided I wanted to have a little bit more warmth in the middle, so I went back in with Goji and just bumped a tiny bit in between those two colors just to add a little bit of transition and a little bit more warmth to the lid. Now going on with the black shadow and a flat shader brush, I'm going to start buffing this all along the tape of the wing down across the lash line about halfway across. After I pack on that color, I'm going back with a small fluffy blending brush and I'm going to start buffing that black so that it is a nice smooth soft gradient moving upward. You'll notice I keep checking both eyes to make sure everything is even. And then I'm going to go back and pack a little bit more custard on the lid because I felt like I lost the brightness, and just blend everything once more with a nice fluffy brush. When you take off the tape, you see you'll have that perfect, nice, sharp line, and I'm just going back with a wipe to clean up any fallout or excess dark shadow that had gotten elsewhere. My favorite gel liner is the L'Oreal Lacquer Liner in black, and the Essence gel liner brush is my all-time holy grail liner brush for doing winged liner. It is so small and precise, and it really lets you get in there with a sharp wing. I sharpen it on the lid as you saw before I go in just to make sure it is nice and perfectly thin and ready. These brushes are like $1.99. I buy them 5 at a time because I ruin them with gel liner constantly if I don't clean it all off. These brushes are a must-have for me. I'm just going to do winged liner. You'll see I'm extending it with the shadow and bringing it about 3/4 of the way across my lid. Now using my DODO lashes, I am going to double stack them. These are a little sticky, so I kind of just sat them on top of each other and then put on the adhesive to apply. The MINK lashes are so nice and thin that they are beautiful to stack, as I said in the beginning of this video. And make sure you use that code 24lux_Sarah. It'll give you another 5% off these beautiful MINK lashes, which are only $5 as it is. So this deal is amazing. You definitely need to jump on it. I'm just applying those lashes with my tweezers, making sure they are blended with my own nicely. and then I'm going to go back with some Benefit They're Real mascara just to blend them with my own lashes, and then I'm going to go back through with the end of the brush to separate and really lengthen those lashes even a little bit more than they already are. Using Kat Von D's Trooper liquid liner, I'm going to go in and just perfect the flick and smooth out any parts of our winged liner that may need extra smoothing after applying those lashes, just to make it look nice and sharp and straight. Now I'm applying a nude liner. This is an Anastasia concealer pencil actually, but I'm just throwing that in my waterline and buffing a little bit of that excess black on the outer corners on the bottom, and then I'm going to hit my bottom lashes with that They're Real mascara as well. Using the Tarte Maracuja Concealer, I am going through this stuff so fast because I am loving it. I'm just doing that to any area I would highlight with my damp beauty blender. And then I did skip the contouring portion of this video because it wasn't really important. I wanted to focus more on the skin and the highlight since I wanted to be glowy with this classic look. I used MAC Prep and Prime and did a very, very light dusting of powder all over just to set things without mattifying too much because I want to keep that healthy dewiness. But I am going to bake my under eyes with that powder just to make sure it sets, and then you'll see after I did my bronzer, I am carving out my contour on my cheekbones with that powder as well. After a few minutes, I just brush off the excess, and you'll see everything is nice and sharp and clean. And then this Essence Cream to Powder Highlight is my life right now. I think it was just a promo, and they're not going to carry it all the time. I bought like 4 from Ulta when I saw that they had them again. It goes on so beautifully. It's a pink pearly champagne color, and it doesn't amplify texture as much as a powder for some reason, even though it sets as a powder, and I am just in love with it, and it blends like a dream. So I'm just applying that all over where I would highlight, and then I decided at the end I wanted to go over it with my Mary Luminizer a tiny bit just to set it and give it a little more champagne glow so it had a little bit more of a highlighted look because I wanted the skin to look extra healthy and dewy for this look today. I'm going to set my face with some MAC Fix Plus, let everything dry, and then I've been doing a lot of throwbacks with my old liquid lipsticks lately. This is the Anastasia Bloodline Red Liquid Lipstick, and you'll see I'm just going to take my time to really perfect that line so that I don't need to use liner. I'm overlining my lips a tiny bit just to make them look a little bit larger, but this color is a beautiful, beautiful classic bright red, perfect for the holidays. And you won't have to touch it up as you're eating and talking all day. I'm just cleaning it up with a little bit of concealer, but that is really it for the makeup portion of this look. I love it. It's simple and glowy and dewy. And then I'm hitting my hair with just my Numi flat iron and a brush, just really smoothing things out. I wanted this look to be very simple, sleek, classic, and timeless. So it would be perfect for a number of holiday events. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, leave some comments down below, and also subscribe so you do not miss anything else. But until next time, I will see you guys later.